game was a rivalry game. At halftime, they went in looking pretty good, but then the second half came out with careless turnovers. Tough game to lose. Then you turn around and, like I said, a little bit of a break. It's been a while since it seemed like we've been on air.
I know.
But then, you went with the Mitchell game. Mitchell was a good team. Don't get me wrong, but the score didn't show how good West Washington girls are either. It's almost like, they went in there maybe not ready, not focused, and you can't take a night off. If you want to be a tough team, you can't never take no nights off. To get this track back, get this train right back on the track is, hey, we're just gonna, just play good basketball and take care of the ball. You can't go in there and have 20 turnovers in a game and think that you're going to come out with a successful ending. Just don't happen that way.
That's been one of the keys that we've had all season long, is that we've got to protect the ball and not turn it over. And that's one of the things in both of those losses that we didn't do. We didn't control the offense. We were making careless passes, on balls that, throwing passes to girls who weren't ready for it or weren't looking. And that's not a recipe for success for this Lady Senator group.
No, you have got to take care of the ball. Turnovers will bite you. I think that's the biggest part of this game in high school is turnovers. If you go in there and turn the ball over like crazy, man, you're really knocking down your chances of winning. Definitely. Well, the Perry Central comes to Campbellsburg with a 2-7 record on the season. They have dropped their last 2 and 7 of their last 8. They started off with a win and then have since gone 1-for-9. They are led by Bree Nolan, who is averaging 14 points a game. Macy Emmons averages 8, and the rest of the team is 5 or less. On paper, this looks like a runaway for the Senators, but games aren't played on paper, are they, Keith? No, they're not played on paper. These girls better be focused tonight. They see this 2-7 record. They think, oh, we come in here, we're at home, we got this, we just go out there and do our thing. They don't work that way. Any team can win at any given night. I'm sitting here watching them warm-ups. They don't look that bad, so I hope they don't, try to take them for granted. I hope they know that you got a job to do and come out here and get this win, play hard, play together, play hard, and take care of the ball. They should walk out here with a W tonight. Get this train, like you said, back on the track, get on the winning side of things, get a little that momentum going.
And it's one of those things in this part of the season, we've played a lot of games early, and then it kind of slows down. They're used to playing 3 games a week at least, and this time of year it kind of slows down to 2. We've got Pekin coming to town Thursday evening, so that's one that we're excited about. We think we can get that one, and that would get the train right back on the tracks, like we've said. But in order to do that, they've got to play well.
Like we talked about, Washington County's full of good girl basketball players. So not looking past this game, but just talk a little bit brief about the Pekin game. That'll be another tough one.
Yeah.
But tonight will be good to get that momentum going in that right direction for that. That to set that game up for Thursday night.
Yeah.
They played Salem. I think they ended up losing by 8 points. But I think it was nip and tuck all the way down to the last few minutes of the fourth quarter. So Pekin, trust me, they're going to come in here and get the W, and we're going to have to, like I said, focus on this game, but we need to get our momentum going back in the right direction.
Yeah, and Pekin just came off a nice win on a last-second shot. I believe it was over Brownstown. The Isabel Claywell ended up sinking a 3 at the buzzer. Depending on which side of the county you're on, it was either before the buzzer or after the buzzer to win the game. So they're kind of riding high at the moment with the win that they picked up over Brownstown. So
I didn't get to see it, but as soon as it happened, I guess a little bit after, Gracie told me. She said it was on social media, which I didn't see it on social media, but I guess with the kids these days, they know everything. But she said as soon as it happened, a few minutes after that, she said she hit a game-winning 3-pointer. So yeah, Pekin's a good ball team, man. There's a lot of good ball teams around this area, but like I said, Washington County is full of good girl basketball players. I know that much.
That's one of the nice things about the teams that are streaming some of their stuff. It makes it nice you can go back and watch some of that stuff. That game is out there on the internet for people to watch from Wright Brothers Implement Sales. They run a live stream thing, and they do a lot of Borden, Pekin, Henryville games, and they had that game, and so you can go back and watch that game, online if you'd like.
Gotta check that out. This is. I couldn't imagine having something like this whenever I was in high school. Because I get excited because
I'll go back and watch the games when I get home, just because you know, better than anything is on TV these days.
Well, I appreciate the commentary that I get with the girls' games. It's always a fun one to have you on and you know, talk about the game and the girls in general, because you've kind of got an inside track having Gracie on the team. You know kind of what's going on with them, so it's nice to know those kind of inside team things.
And I feel like I'm getting better at my stats too. I'm still a little bit rough on them, but it's hard to keep up and watch, and yeah, it's tough, but I think I am getting a little better at it. Not a whole lot, just a little.
The good thing is the people at home, they probably aren't stat tracking either, so whatever you say is good. They're not going to know. So we're going to step aside. We're going to take our first commercial break of the night. When we come back, we're going to have Coach Darren Russell talking about this game.
Lynx Clothing and Shoes carries a wide variety of items from name brand clothing and shoes to sports apparel and sporting goods. We offer custom screen printing and embroidery, free gift wrapping, alternations, and layaway. Our hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5:30, Friday 9 to 6, and Saturday 9 to 5. We are conveniently located on the north side of the Salem Square and are a family-owned and operated business. Stop by and see us today, 812-883-4154.
Lose 2 games, good.
Welcome back. I'm joined by head coach Darren Russell. Darren, it's been quite a long time since we've been able to sit down and talk. It was before the Salem game was the last time we actually had some time to talk about your team. So what's, over the past 2 games, you had Salem and then you had Mitchell. You know, what's going on?
Well, the Salem game, you know, I was really proud of the way we executed the game plan. The kids played extremely hard, did what we wanted. You know, we was able to take care of their press, and you know, then we was very patient on offense. And you know, people look at the score 12-10 at halftime and think, wow, you know, that's bad shooting. But you know, we wanted to really slow it down, and we felt as though that if we could do that, we'd take Salem out of their rhythm, and you know, was able to do that. Unfortunately for us, Cassidy Keltner got in some foul trouble, and you know, we had to have her on the floor, and you know, the second half she ended up fouling out in the third quarter. But you know, likewise, Salem, Leah Miller was in foul trouble for them. But we had a stretch there at the end of the first quarter where I really believe that we should have been up 4 to 6 points at half, and then it would have been a different ball game. But we had some mental mistakes and some turnovers that really hurt us, and you know, allowed Salem to kind of regain their composure and go in up 2, and then start third quarter. You know, they got on a run, and you know, we just kept turning the ball over and over, and you know, we got rattled, and you know, that's what Salem counts on when they get into that. But you know, like I said, our kids never quit. They played hard right up until the final buzzer, and you know, Salem's got a good team, and you know, we competed with them, and you know, on their home floor, we're very pleased with our effort for 32 minutes. Now we talk about last week's game at Mitchell, opposite end of the spectrum. You know, that is a first conference game. We talked about one of our goals was conference, and you know, Mitchell we beat last year for the first time since back when Claude was coaching. So you know, that's probably the early 90s, and we go over Mitchell and feel as though we got a good shot at beating them, and you know, we come out, and I'm probably the most disappointed I've ever been in this group of kids. You know, as far as effort goes, we did not come to play. You could tell from the opening tip we were just going through motions. I don't know whether it was being off for over a week because of the Thanksgiving break. I'm sure it had some part of it, but you know, it was a very frustrating night as a coach. And you know, Mitchell put it on us, and you know, that's why I'm anxious for tonight to see how we're going to respond, because the girls have had a lot of discussions about intensity since then, and you know, I'm anxious to see how they're going to respond tonight.
Going off of that, it's always your losses that you've got this year have been on the road. You know, you play pretty well here at home. you play pretty well at home, but then it seems on the road you struggle a little bit. What have you done to address that? I know tonight's a home game, but you've got more road games ahead.
Yeah, I mean, we play a lot of road games. Sectional's going to be on the road this year, so, and with an experienced team, it shouldn't matter where we play at, but, it does. And, I mean, Mitchell's gym's a hard gym to play in. It seems like, it just seems dead in there all the time, and, that's no excuse, but, it's different. You get used to an environment, the gym that you practice in every night that you're not playing, the gym that you grew up in, obviously you're more comfortable with. But like we talked about, these kids have all played in so many gyms around the state, and it shouldn't matter. And hopefully we get that ironed out before end of January, because as I said, sectional is going to be on a different floor.
Let's talk a little bit about tonight's opponent, the Perry Central. They come in, they've got a 2-7 record. If you look at the past 15 years, Perry Central's really dominated West Washington, but over the past 2, West Washington has picked up their two wins, and then they went 1 year with a loss and then another win. So in the past 4 years, they picked up 3 wins. What do you know about Perry Central?
Perry Central's got a sophomore, a girl by the name of Bree Nolan, who's extremely athletic. She can go inside, she can go outside. She's really the key to their team. Very aggressive player. They got a little Emmons girl that started for 4 years as their point guard. She's quick. She gets after it. She's experienced. And then they got a set of twins, the Peter twins, that can go inside, outside, decent shooters. So, they've got a nice ball club. They got a new coach this year, so they're doing some things differently. And it takes a little while to get adjusted to that. But, tonight, yes, it's a conference game, but I am more concerned with how we do and how we respond after last week, because as I told the girls, Mitchell beat us worse than they beat Perry Central, so don't go looking at records, don't compare scores, because if you want to compare scores, that's the only one I'm looking at, is how bad they beat us and how bad they beat Perry.
Your girls have played, pretty well. Cassidy's averaging about 13 points. You've got Sarah with about 11, Maddie with 11, and then Ryan with 6.5. You're scoring pretty well, but it's one of those that we haven't seen you really get out in bunches yet.
Right. And part of that is, we've not had the depth where in the past we've been able to run girls in and out and play up tempo the whole time. We try and conserve our legs a little bit, and then obviously we've had some games where we've had to slow it down, and that hurts us. But yeah, we've got kids who can score, and that's going to come. Like I said since the beginning, offense isn't really an issue for this team as long as we keep playing defense. We've got enough kids that are going to score, but we've got to have everybody come ready to play every night, and unfortunately we didn't have that last week.
You've got Cassidy and Maddie, your two, what you would call bigs, that tend to do pretty well on the glass, but it seems like a lot of times they rebound it and then bring the ball down and get it taken away from them. You've got some other girls that get in there and really fight for the ball in there, but it seems like every time we get under the opponent's bucket and pull a rebound down, we end up giving it up or throwing it away. So what can you do as a coach to address some of that and help in the future, securing those rebounds and being able to get out?
Yeah, and the thing is Maddie and Cassidy, they're bigs, but they also, most of the time, handle the ball extremely well. They do get in a hurry sometimes, and we talked about that. We've got a secondary break that we run where they're supposed to look for Hattie or Ryan or Sarah, and then fill the lanes and we attack that way. But sometimes they're just going to get it and they're going to go, and 9 times out of 10, they make the right decisions.
Right.
But, if we're going to play fast and I'm going to trust all 5 girls to be able to bring the ball up the floor, then, I'm going to live with that.
Let's talk about the health of your team a little bit. You said, over Thanksgiving you had some time off to recover and things, but What's your team's health look like tonight?
Well, we were good until the Mitchell game. About halfway through the game, there was a loose ball, and Hattie and Ryan was on the floor on it, and the Mitchell girl comes diving in and ends up jamming Hattie's shoulder. And I asked her at the time how it was, and she was fine. She continued to play, but then after the game, she was in a lot of pain, and still in some pain. And it's one of those things that if you don't get it taken care of right now, it could linger on. And that's what I've tried to convince her and tell her is we've got to get you 100%. If we lose now without you, that's one thing, but we don't want to lose in January when it's sectional time. So Hattie not going to play tonight, and that's going to hurt us. That's going to take some big shoes from everybody else to step up, and we'll see what happens. But ideally we get Hattie back next week, or hopefully by Thursday, and if not Thursday, then next week, because we got 3 games next week. So we just got to get her healed up right now.
And then what's your starting lineup for tonight? Since you said Hattie's out, that's normally your starting senior point guard. So who's stepping in?
We'll go with Ryan and Sarah, Maddie, Cassidy, and then Gracie Abel's going to get her first start tonight.
Well, Coach, we will see you after the game tonight.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're back. We're about 2 minutes away from the national anthem. So we're going to go through our keys to victory for tonight for the Lady Senators. The first one is play like you want to win. The past couple of games we've played not to lose, and it's come back to kind of bite us. So this game we got to play to win. This is a very winnable game here for the Lady Senators, and they just need to play their kind of game. Keith?
Well, and like I said, with being a conference game, we should want to make a statement, play to win, play together, effort and attitude.
There you go, effort and attitude. Those are 2 big ones. The second one is control the pace. Our senior guard is not going to start with us tonight, but we need to control the pace and make sure that we are playing the type of game we want to play. No need to rush it if that's not what we want to do, and if we want to push the pace and run some run and jump trap stuff, then that's what we need to do.
Yeah, like I said, without Hattie being in the lineup, it sets for a different kind of challenge. Let the girls work through it, and like I said, take care of the ball.
And the final one is don't force the ball when it's not there. If a pass is not there, there's no need to force it. There's no need to throw it ahead, 20 feet over somebody's head. We've got to do what is open. There's no need to take more than what's there.
Yeah, and there's no shot clock here. Just be smart with the ball, take care of it. You can hold it as long as you want to. Look for a good shot, and good things will happen.
We're going to step away. We're going to have the national anthem, and we'll be back for the starting lineups here in just a moment. We're back for our starting lineups. Once again, we have West Washington, the Lady Senators here, taking on the Perry Central Commodores. The Commodores are coached by R.T. Elliott in his first year. His overall record is 2-7. Last time out, they lost to Crawford County, 44-24, so that was a 20-point game there. Perry Central is giving up 37 points, or is scoring 37 points a game and giving up 51. Their starters are number 23, Bree Nolan, who averages 14 points and 9 boards. Macy Emmons, number 2, she averages 8 points and 2 rebounds. Number 20, Kaylin Peters, 6 points, 3 rebounds. Claire Davis, number 54, 5 points, 5 rebounds. And number 21, Madeline Peters, 4 points, 4 rebounds. The West Washington Lady Senators are coached by head coach Darren Russell, who is 50-36 in his 4th year here at West Washington, 7-3 this year. Last time out, they did lose to Mitchell, 66-39. The last time these two teams faced each other, it was a 55-37 win for the Lady Senators. The good news for the Lady Senators, the last 2 times that these two teams have played, West Washington has come out ahead, but they are only 3-12 over the past 15 years. The West Washington Lady Senators do have a new starting lineup tonight. Starting at point guard is the 5'6" sophomore, number 5, Sarah Stice, who is chipping in 11 points and 2 rebounds. Also in the backcourt is number 3, Ryan Russell, the 5'7" junior, who averages 8.5 points and 6 rebounds. Rounding out the backcourt in the 3-guard set is the 5'10" senior, number 2, Maddie Bausman, averaging 11 points and 8 rebounds. Starting for the Lady Senators in the front court is the 5'10" sophomore, averaging 2 points, 2 rebounds. The daughter of the guy to my right, it is Gracie Abels. And rounding out that starting lineup is the 5'11" junior forward, averaging 13 points and 8.5 rebounds, number 10, Cassidy Keltner. This is the number 11 team in 1A, the Lady Senators, and they do get out and put up quite a few points. They're averaging 53 on the offensive end and only giving up 41. So big deal tonight for a lot of people here, but this is Gracie's first ever varsity start, so Keith may be looking a little nervous here.
Yeah, well, I'm not nervous. I just told her, I said, I said, just get a lot of shots up. I did not say that. No, just come in and just do your job. Play a role. Hattie's out, fill it in. Do what you can to help the team be successful, and we'll see what happens.
Just like always, I'd like to give a thank you to our sponsors, Bat Farms, who has jumped on and sponsored Lynx Clothing and Shoes, who is the sponsor of our scoreboard, and then Chris Long and family, and Hannah and John Ledgerwood. So definitely would like to thank those people who make bringing you the game tonight possible.
Here we go.
Tip won by the Lady Commodores.
It's kind of pretty impressive with Cass almost averaging a double-double.
Yeah, she's played really well to start off the season.
13-9, 1 rebound away.
Bree Nolan with the ball goes to the corner. She is the Lady Commodores' big-time scorer, so.
Maddie's staying right with her.
Oh, Cass picks up first foul early there. That's one of those where when we're short-handed here, not one of those fouls that we want to pick up.
Well, she was 30 feet from the basket. I think if I was Cass, I'd let her shoot that. I think she was trying to steal it, though, so understandable foul right there. She was actually going for the steal and got her on. That looked like an illegal screen right there.
Tipped out. That one no good.
Good rebound.
That one no good, coming back the other way. To the corner.
Travel, there we go.
Gonna get a travel.
First turnover of the game for Perry.
Ryan Russell going to pull some of the point guard duty along with Maddie Bausman with the absence of Hattie Griffiths. We go to the corner to Sarah Stice. Inside to Keltner. Keltner up. No good. Going to pick up a foul on Ryan Russell.
Yeah, we don't need to be getting in foul trouble.
Yeah, foul trouble's not going to be our friend tonight. Those of you listening at home, don't forget, you do have the ability to pick out the fan cam person for halftime, so be sure to get those in. If not, Keith will be glad to pick those. White 10, Keltner. Let's pick up her second.
Well, that couldn't have worked out any worse for not even 2 minutes into the game yet, and she's already got 2 fouls.
That one up and good. Bree Nolan with her first point of the game. Coach Russell going to roll the dice. Two for two.
I think the start we were really looking for.
Nope. Stice for 3.
There you go, Sarah.
Bang.
3-point goal, number 5, Sarah Stice.
Putting a little pressure on him. And got him another turnover.
Have a turnover again. I'm sure Coach Elliott is not happy with that turnover there. Just like most.
Well, he's got to be tickled to death to have 2 fouls on Cass.
Coach Russell barks out his orders. Goes around to Gracie.
Could skip pass.
Skip pass to Sarah Stice. Second 3 up, no good.
We're good.
Maddie Bausman in fighting for the rebound, but Bree Nolan comes out with it. Quickly into the front court. Maddie Bausman playing great defense there. Gets screened off. Nolan for 2. No good. Russell fights for the rebound. It's a nice block underneath by Keltner.
They did a better job on rebounding here.
Yeah.
They gave him 2 offensive rebounds.
Gracie able to steal that one on the inbounds. Russell pushes ahead to Stice.
She traveled. Yep.
Stice gonna.
She took off before she put it on the ground.
Gonna travel before she's able to get to the bucket.
She had the right idea.
Looks like we're in a 2-2-1. Break that. Nolan out ahead. For 2. It's at 4-3. Lady Senators take it out of the net and quickly charge in the front court. Going to be a kickball. Nolan gets her foot on it.
See, that was one of those things where, did you think there was going to be anything there if she would have caught it?
It was going to be hard for her to finish from that angle anyway.
Yeah, the distance, they were only 6 feet apart. That might have been a tough one.
Goes out top to Stice. Stice takes the jab step, nothing. Russell for 3, way too long. Senators switch their defenses up, go to a 3-2. Over the top. Lady Center is going to get the ball.
I think I'll have to agree with him on that. I don't know. I think they might have missed one.
Well, I think they may have. I didn't see.
I didn't see a green hand on it.
Yeah. Russell
We'll
out
take
on top. Gonna have to be a foul underneath there on 54. Claire Davis just ends up pushing Cassidy Keltner right into Sarah Stice. So.
Yeah, she was moving Cass out of the way, wasn't she?
Yeah. Stice sinks the first one. Evens the score 4-4. Stice gets the second one.
Good looking free throws there.
Yep. Perry very content to move the ball around the top of this 3-2 zone. They do have Claire Davis kind of working the middle there.
Travel. I got them for 1, 2, 3, 4 turnovers already.
Well,
first quarter.
That's what we like. Now we just don't need to match that. Cassidy makes does a nice job of getting by Claire Davis and then goes up and gets her own rebound, but that's going to be Davis's second foul. So that's going to be 2 fouls on her. She's going to get a quick break there. 32 comes in, Maddie Robertson.
Oh, good night.
Bousman, nice job underneath for 2.
Number 2, Manny Bowden.
Senators still very content to sit in this 3-2 zone here.
I think that's what I would do. The press seemed to.
Until Perry can make them, can shoot them out of this. That's a nice place to be. Maddie Bousman with a nice steal. Good decision to bring it back out, set up the offense. Maddie for 3, no good. Gracie crashing. Sarah Stice goes to the corner, but neither one are able to save.
Number 12,
Lexi Griffiths comes in, gives Cassidy a blow there. Coach Russell was able to steal about 4 minutes there with her 2 personal fouls.
She did a good job. She did a good job not picking up another one.
So now we stick in this same 3-2, but Gracie moves from the top of it to the bottom of it. Lexi takes her spot on top.
No, that might have been a foul.
Gracie was in good position, but then at the last second brought her hands down instead of just leaving them up.
We can hear that one over here. It's pretty loud.
Hey, if she's going to foul, she's going to get her money's worth.
Yeah, don't let them score.
That one up and good. Makes it 7-5 here. Two for 2. Senators take the ball out of the net. Quickly move to the front court.
Like they're going to set up a little zone on us.
They set up in a 2-3. Gracie going to work the middle. Maddie Bousman from the short corner. Unable to knock that one down.
Almost like hit the backboard.
Yeah.
The bank shot. That's a good closeout.
Sarah Stice does a nice job of closing out there.
She was thinking about firing it, wasn't she?
Yep. Going to stay with the Commodores.
Back to her. Shot.
20 for 3, no good. Bree Nolan down the lane. Gonna get a foul called.
If you stand your ground right there, it's a charge.
Number 3,
Ryan Russell picks up her second. So the Lady Senators here in a little bit of foul trouble. It is 5 fouls to 3 early here. That free throw by Bree Nolan evens out.
Yeah,
Score at 7.
This ain't the start we were looking for.
Coach Russell giving his daughter Ryan an earful. Second one up and good. Sarah Stice for 3. Gracie with a nice rebound.
I'd like to see her shot that.
Yeah.
Travel. There we go.
Travel by Nolan there. Stice taking over the ball handling duty here. Gracie working the middle of that 2-3 zone. Hayden Kress out on the wing. Goes down to Maddie. Maddie with the turnover. No, Keith, it seems like we got everybody in the lineup with a foul.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
And we're not even through the first period yet.
Not the start we were looking for.
No.
It just don't seem like there's a whole lot of energy. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe then, like I said, I was hoping they didn't take this team for granted and looking at their record.
That shot up, no good. 32. Maddie Robertson going to get called for the foul there. Push in Maddie Bausman's back.
Foul 32, Maddie Robertson. That's her first, team's third.
36 seconds to go here. Lady Senators trailing by 1. Lexi Griffiths up, no good.
That was a good look.
Going to get a timeout underneath. RJ Elliott gets his timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We're going to stick right here. Lady Senators do seem to be a little bit sluggish here about getting the offense going. That's been kind of the issue so far in this game. It's not that we're not getting good shots. It's just we're not moving very much.
No, I mean, maybe it has something to do with the last game was Thursday, so you only had practice Friday, so you got Saturday, Sunday, and then come back with this Monday game. Maybe they got a bad case of the Mondays.
Well, maybe. It's one of those, the girls don't get a whole lot of Monday games, but, this is typically one of them because of the travel distance for Perry. So
I would say RT is going to be satisfied with this first quarter going down.
Yeah. Stice steps out to guard Bree Nolan. Pops it out quickly, but no bucket there. We're going to step aside to have a short commercial break from the IHSA, and we'll be back in just a moment.
We hear it more and more when people talk about sports. We need to change the culture. No more integrity taking a backseat to performance. No more players, coaches, and fans run amok. No more too big to fail. It sounds good. It sounds reasonable. Come to think of it, it sounds like high school sports. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we know that sports are just part of a student-athlete's overall education and that there's more to the game than winning. We also know that high school sports are incredibly exciting. They're rich with tradition and bring communities together like nothing else. In a word, they're pure. More and more, that's what people want. High school sports. pure spirit, pure sport. This message brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the IHSAA, and the high schools in this community.
We're back for the start of the second quarter here. Lady Senators do trail 8-7 to the Lady Commodores. We're back to our starting five.
They're going to set in the zone, aren't they? There you go, Maddie.
Bousman steps in and gets 2.
Maybe that's the shot we needed right there.
Lady Commodores looking just very content to move the ball around the baseline.
Man, they really slow the game down,
Yeah,
don't they?
yeah. No urgency there to force anything or to get anything. It's not a good-looking shot. Bree Nolan. Ryan Russell with the rebound. 32. Maddie Robertson going to pick up her second.
Foul 32, Maddie Robertson, that's her second. The team's 4.
In comes number 45.
Substitution will be number 45, Alicia. Recruiting Chicago.
I was waiting for Claude to pronounce that one, and I didn't get a good
a-
job. I didn't get to hear how he said that last name. So I believe it's Hurtado. Hurtado. Lady Senators with another turnover. Bree Nolan coming up the floor. Stops at the three-point line, pulls it back out. Three by Bree Nolan, no good. Maddie Bousman with the rebound underneath. Russell brings it up. Stice for 3. Too strong. Cass sends that one about 9 rows up the stands. Almost hits last year's JV coach Ashley Sullivan sitting up on the top row.
That was good to get that block without a foul.
Yeah. For 3. No good. Keith, I think we have a pretty good understanding as to why they're not shooting from the outside of that zone.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like they have a real strong outside shooter that they want taking those threes. So Lady Senators with a little bit too much dribbling there.
Did Ryan get or Cass get it?
I think Cassidy's going to pick that one up.
3 on Cass.
3 fouls on Cassidy.
Cassidy Keller, her third, team set. On the line, 2 shots, 23, Bree Nolan.
Bree Nolan steps up. Sinks that first one.
Substitution center will be number 12, Lexi Griffiths.
We're going to have our work cut out for us, ain't we, Craig?
Yep. Gives her 7 so far.
She's perfect.
That's number 8.
6 for 6 from Ryan. Pretty good for a big.
Nice job by Sarah Stice there to get 2.
Sarah Stice.
This is going to be one of those back and forth games, I just have a feeling. Going to be a travel.
Yeah.
Got to put that ball on the ground there before you try to take those steps. Coach Russell calls out the play he wants. Lady Senators get into it.
Bowsman for 3. That one no good. Stice flies in for the rebound.
Oh.
There it goes out of bounds. Oh, looks like we're going to pick up a foul. '21 picks up that foul. Madeline Peter.
Yeah, Sarah came flying in there.
Yeah. Ryan Russell with the break towards the bucket. Lady Commodores come in. We're going to get a jump ball. Going to stick with the Commodores. Off of the Lady Commodore's foot.
They're giving us opportunities. We just got to start taking advantage of some of these.
Yeah. This is not the pace that the Lady Senators normally play at. So Olivia Hauser comes into the game. Stice.
There you go.
Nice job by Gracie to get the 2.
Like I said, your leading scorer sitting on the bench with 3 fouls. That'll bring a different challenge to the game.
Yeah. Stice out on the wing, drives to the lane, going to be fouled. Going to get to go to the line for 2.
Foul number 45, Alicia Mercado, her first, team 6, on the line, 2 shots, number 5, Sarah Stice.
First one up and good. Brings it 14 to 10.
I'm going to give it a shot here. Sarah's 3 for 3 from the line. Looking good on her free throws tonight.
Well, good news is on the season she's 16 of 24, so.
It never fails, man.
The old broadcaster's jinx.
It never fails. Look in the middle. Look in the middle. Just a 1/10 of a second earlier. I'd like to see that pass go there.
That needs to go sooner so that she's got time to stop and have a better angle at the layup there. So. One up and good. Bowsman, who on the year is 10 of 22, coming into the game for only 45%.
Two big ones right there.
Brings it 16 to 10.
Need to open this game up just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Should be us.
Sarah Stice underneath, doing a good job of getting her hands on that ball. She ties up Madeline Peter. Going to end up being the Lady Senators' ball. Lexi for 3, no good.
They look good.
Converges in there. Russell ties up. Going to give a little bit of pressure here. Sarah Stice picks up 3/4 court.
Sarah's good at getting steals, but she don't need to pick up no foul.
Yeah.
Hands off of them. Come on.
Good pass.
Going to get the body there by number 21, Madeline Peter.
Number 21, Madeline Peter, her second team on the line will be number 12, Lexi Crick. Substitutes will be
Lexi goes to the line where she is 4 of 6 for 66.7% on the year. First one up and good.
She's got good form.
Yeah. That one up and good. Stice once again picks up 3/4 court just to give a little bit of pressure. Nice try there by the Lady Commodores to backdoor cut, but unable to handle the ball on that baseline. Stice to Abels. Abels back to Russell. Russell catches and fires. No good. Bree Emmons does a nice job of getting that rebound and clearing. Loses the ball on the way to the bucket, so.
She's a good ball player. She's got 10 or 12.
Yeah. Olivia Hauser with that bucket, quickly into the front court. Stice for 3, no good. .32 with a nice rebound there, Maddie Robertson, but then forgets to dribble the ball as she pivots twice, so going to be a quick turnover. Bousman creeps into the lane, unable to knock that one down. Emmons with the rebound. Bousman picks up the foul.
2 on her. I'm gonna try it now. Bree's been perfect from the line. She's 6 for 6. So we'll see if this.
We'll see if the jinx works. A little reverse jinx there.
I'm telling you, man. I think I've done it 3 times this year, and all 3 times. But so I guess the other team probably does the opposite effect.
I believe so, because that one went up and looked just as good as her first 6.
Yeah. She's a good free throw shooter. Can't hardly touch a rim. Every one of them the same, ain't they, Craig?
Yeah. We're going to get a foul out up on top. That's what the Lady Senators need to do. They need to attack this zone.
That's her first. The team's 9th on the line, 1 bonus. Number 3, Ryan Russell.
Russell steps up and sinks the first one. Brings it 19-16, minute 17 left here to go in the first half.
Yeah, with Ryan up her shooting free throws, she's got good form too. I feel confident when she goes to the line. But there we go.
Going to pick up a moving screen on Maddie Robertson. Going to be her 3rd.
Number 32, Maddie Robertson, her 3rd, team's 10th. Substitutions will be number 45.
No free throws on the offensive player control foul there. Lady Senators with just under a minute. Swings it over the top. Bousman throws it right into the hands of Macy Emmons. Bree Emmons.
We got lucky on that deal.
Not able to finish there.
Especially with her running the break.
She should have pulled up from the free throw line, maybe.
Yeah, no doubt.
Lexi Griffiths with 3. Gracie with the tie up there.
We can't buy a basket right now.
Nope. Going to be 26 seconds left. Comes out top to Lexi Griffiths. Back to Ryan. Gracie with the floater. Doubles her season average.
She's on fire tonight, Craig.
She's got 4.
And Fuego.
That's 200% of her season average.
That's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we could get everybody to do that every night, we'd be set.
Yeah, it is.
We're going to step aside, have a short commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment.
Lynx Clothing and Shoes carries a wide variety of items from name brand clothing and shoes to sports apparel and sporting goods. We offer custom screen printing and embroidery, free gift wrapping, alternations, and layaway. Our hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5:30, Friday 9 to 6, and Saturday 9 to 5. We are conveniently located on the north side of the Salem Square and are a family-owned and operated business. Stop by and see us today. 812-883-4154.
We've got 8 seconds exactly left in the first half here. The Lady Senators are out ahead 21-16 over the Perry Commodores.
You know where the ball's going.
Oh. 1.2 left.
One point down. He's going to give us some more seconds.
Oh, he's going to give a little more. 1.5. .5 on the clock. Maddie tries to get that one in, but it goes right off of Bree Emmons' hands.
I'm going to say she's be tough to throw over top of.
Lady Senators are going to go in to the locker room with a 5-point lead. We're going to step aside, figure some halftime stats, and be back in just a moment.
We hear it more and more when people talk about sports. We need to change the culture. No more integrity taking a backseat to performance. No more players, coaches, and fans run amok. No more too big to fail. It sounds good. It sounds reasonable. Come to think of it, it sounds like high school sports. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we know that sports are just part of a student-athlete's overall education and that there's more to the game than winning. We also know that high school sports are incredibly exciting. They're rich with tradition and bring communities together like nothing else. In a word, they're pure. More and more, that's what people want. High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport. This message brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the IHSAA, and the high schools in this community.
This just in. Despite what you may have heard, life is a game. Really. Anybody that says otherwise has never played a sport. Think about it. Sports teach us useful life lessons. Sayings like, hard work pays off, patience is a virtue, and there are no shortcuts take on a whole new meaning once you've played sports. Competition toughens us up, too. It forces us to push ourselves, and it reminds us not to take anything in life for granted. At the end of the day, when the final whistle blows, sports teach lessons that can make us better athletes and teammates. More importantly, they teach us lessons that can help prepare us for life. So yeah, life is a game, and each of the more than 160,000 high school athletes in Indiana is better off for playing. High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
Watching the game on live stream.
One over there. We're back to live action here. The Lady Senators are ahead by 5 here. First half of play, Lady Senators look a little sluggish, so you know there's lots of work that could be done. Keith, run down some stats here.
Well, we turned the ball over 6 times this half to Perry's 8. I got Maddie Bousman with 4 points, Ryan with 1, Sarah with 8, Lexi with 2, and Gracie with 4. Their big scorer is, of course, we knew that coming into it, was Bree Nolan, averaging 14. She already has 12. So right there, 2 points below her season average. Then they've only got 4 other points here. Madeline Peter with 2 and Olivia Hauser with 2. So I think we know where they're trying to go with the ball to get the points from. Rebounding wise, I got Maddie for 2 rebounds. I got Ryan for 2, Sarah for 1, Cassidy Keltner with 2, Lexi Griffiths with 1, and Gracie with 3. Big thing, Cassidy on the bench. You know, your leading scorer, and like I said, 9 rebounds per game. Your leading rebounder too, and she's on the bench with 3 fouls. She's gonna have to make it a very conscious effort to stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, you do no good sitting over there on the bench.
Right.
You know?
It's definitely a different team when she's not on the floor.
Yeah.
So.
You leave her in the game, and I would say the score would be even a little bit more than what it is now. But that's the way it goes. That's why you play the game. So it's just going to take a good team effort to pull this one out.
Right. And we've got to. This is not the pace that the Lady Senators want to play at. They've got to pick that up, you know, quite a bit and get it really going more than what they are right now.
I think we can definitely turn them over. I think that we could turn them over more than 8 times and a half.
Yeah.
There are a lot of kids, you know, that look kind of uncomfortable when they get the ball in their hands. But that Bree don't seem to be very uncomfortable. But you know, you got to put a little bit of pressure on them. You know, I think Sarah's done a good job of kind of picking up little full court stuff to keep that girl kind of in check, and so you know, just kind of come out in the second half and perform at a little higher level. Sometimes I feel like you can play down to the level of your competition, which I'm not saying Perry's a bad team at all, but I think we're better than what we're playing. And it seems like we're playing at that level.
That's exactly true. I feel like we're playing at the level of our opponent tonight. I don't feel like we're playing at the level that we should be playing at. And part of that probably has to do with the foul trouble that a lot of the girls are in. You can't really pressure the ball like that, you know, you really want to, with, you know, having most of your team with 2 or 3 fouls in the first half. You just can't run the pressure that you really want to.
Well, and you know, it's tough too, because you put the girls like Sarah and Ryan bring the ball floor. Can they be point guards? Yeah, I'm sure they can. But you know, Hattie not being out there as your point guard, your leader, bringing the ball up the floor, you know, that's tough too. So, you know, what you can take away from this team is there's been some kids getting some minutes that might help their confidence level moving on down the road. But you know, having Hattie and Cassidy on the bench and Ryan on the bench here for a little bit, you know, look, hindsight, not what you want right now, but maybe later on it might come into play down the road somewhere.
Right, and that's exactly true. You know, a lot of those kids are getting some valuable minutes there of, you know, the time that they don't get, you know, in other games. So they're picking up minutes tonight, you know, getting some varsity action, seeing what it's like, seeing how the game's called, and on down the season, that's gonna pay dividends. You know, come sectional time, we're gonna have to have those girls on the floor.
You know, like I said, You know, I mean, this builds character for your team, seeing where you're at, and you know, you got to have some team chemistry and everybody working together to accomplish the same goal.
Well, we're about 3 minutes away from the start of the second half of play here. We're going to step aside to hear a short commercial break, and we'll be back in just a moment.
This just in. Despite what you may have heard, life is a game. Really. Anybody that says otherwise has never played a sport. Think about it. Sports teach us useful life lessons. Sayings like, hard work pays off, patience is a virtue, and there are no shortcuts take on a whole new meaning once you've played sports. Competition toughens us up, too. It forces us to push ourselves, and it reminds us not to take anything in life for granted. At the end of the day, when the final whistle blows, sports teach lessons that can make us better athletes and teammates. More importantly, they teach us lessons that can help prepare us for life. So yeah, life is a game, and each of the more than 160,000 high school athletes in Indiana is better off for playing. High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
Lynx Clothing and Shoes carries a wide variety of items from name brand clothing and shoes to sports apparel and sporting goods. We offer custom screen printing and embroidery, free gift wrapping, alternations, and layaway. Our hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5:30, Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 5. We are conveniently located on the north side of the Salem Square. We are a family-owned and operated business. Stop by and see us today. 812-883-4154.
We're about a minute away from the start of the second half here. I'd like to take this time and give a shout out to all of our sponsors that make West Washington Livestream possible. You know, they allow us to bring you the games, allow you to, you know, see them from wherever you are. We've got Bat Farms, Lynx Clothing and Shoes, which is our scoreboard sponsor, sponsors every scoreboard that we do throughout the year, boys and girls basketball, along with football, softball, baseball. So big sponsor from them. John and Hannah Ledgerwood and Chris Long and family. So definitely a big thank you to those people. They allow us to bring you these games, and without them, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So always like to give them kind of a plug there. And
you know, if you see them out, you gotta walk up and say, hey, thanks, man, for your support on the live stream.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is awesome. Like I said, if you can't make it to the game, it don't get much better than this.
Yeah, definitely nice. I think you're having some family members having a knee surgery or something that are going to miss a couple of games, and they said they were just going to tune in on live stream. So
I'm sure they will.
Yeah,
I'm sure they will. Everybody. Well, I think, as a matter of fact, I think my sister in Corden, Indiana, is watching tonight. She texted me.
There you go.
She'd heard me on the radio. So big shout out to my sister Kim out there. She's watching it on live stream tonight. Maybe when she comes to the game next time, we can get her on the fan cam.
Oh, definitely. We can get her on the fan cam, no problem.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know I have a sister. But yeah, she's out there. She's in Corden, Indiana.
Well,
my only sibling.
We can get her on fan cam, no issues there at all.
Yeah. Yeah, next time when she comes to the game, I'll make sure we get her on there.
There we go. Start of the second half here. We're back to the original starting five for both teams.
Oh my!
Ooh, that almost looked like an over and back call there.
And he's shaking his head saying, "No way."
Sarah Stice with the rebound on the air ball there. Comes back the other way. Gracie for three, no good. Bousman tries to save it inbounds, but unable to do so. Keltner going to pick up her fourth, just out of position.
Bad situation. Put her in a bad position.
Foul on number 10, Cassie Keltner, her fourth, team's first. On the line will be number 21, Madeline.
So we got her for 4 fouls, no points, and 2 rebounds.
And her substitution will be number
That's just
30
not
seconds.
the normal
coming out of halftime.
Not the normal game for her. Even when she's in foul trouble, she's scoring points. She's doing that one way short. Gracie Abels comes out with the rebound. Gonna go out on top to Sarah Stice, who's gonna run the Senator offense. Skip pass over to Russell.
Oh, Ryan.
Russell underneath to Gracie, who looks like she takes an elbow to the chin.
As long as she's got her teeth in her mouth. Need to be.
Going to have a discussion here with Coach R.T. Elliott about the offensive foul called there. It was an elbow, and that's for player safety. You can't swing the elbows.
There you go, Lex.
Lexi with 3. Makes it 24-16.
Good defense, Maddie. Way to shut her, close her off her. Oh no, you're gonna get a foul. I don't know how she didn't get called for a foul there. Well, here we go. That's over and back.
That turned into kind of a mess. The officials kind of look at each other and they decide we're going to go with a jump ball. And
was it a fumble or?
Everybody's on the floor. It seemed like both teams had the ball. Nobody really had control, and then eventually they got it back.
If they're going to leave you open, shoot it, Lex.
No good. Stice there for an attempt at a rebound, but then we're going to get a ball swiped out of bounds by Maddie Bausman. Commodore's ball right in front of the Senator bench.
Now the people are saying these referees need glasses. I don't know. I don't think they do. And the fouls are 1-to-1 right now.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be a travel.
See, they don't need glasses. They made that call perfectly fine.
It's one of those that the officials kind of get caught up sometimes in a sloppy game too. So, and that's what this has kind of turned into, a sloppy game. So, Bausman no good.
Should be us.
Senators are going to keep possession of the ball. Stice into Bausman. Bausman over to Griffiths. Griffiths for 3.
There you go.
Up and good.
If they're going to let you shoot, you got to take that shot. If
they're going to leave Lexi open, then she's going to knock down that shot.
She's had 2 coming out of the half. You know, she scored her only 6 points at the half. They're going to guard you, shoot the ball.
Which also doubles her season average, so.
She's probably going to wonder why Gracie didn't tell her that screen was coming.
21. Madeline Peter going to pick up her 3rd foul. Going to be Commodore ball.
That was a tough entry pass.
That was that's one that you got to create a better angle at. Gracie gives Davis room there. She's not a threat to shoot from where she was, so. Now from right there, she is a threat to shoot. Going to be a foul there. Stice going to go to the line.
What we don't want to do is give them a chance to hang around too long.
I see the 6th and 7th grade boys basketball coaches rolling in, and they've all got smiles on their faces, so I'm assuming they won coming home from Medora.
Nice form there by Stice at the line. Sinks both of those.
She almost had it.
Gracie Abel's going to pick up the foul there.
Take the charge. There was contact, but
we've got some fans behind us who seem to think that should have been
when you
blocking
initiate it,
foul.
yeah,
but if you initiate it, that's going to be an offensive foul. So I don't think they want that foul called. There's a nice 2 on the baseline. Going to get a double dribble call there on Gracie. A little over 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Russell goes for a steal, is unable to get it, but then going to get a travel call there. I was looking at the other end of the scoreboard, so I didn't really see it.
I might have missed it too.
The ball is inbounded to Lexi Griffiths. Over again from her spot. That one's short.
The rebound, Maddie.
Bousman there to clean it up and get 2.
Get it, Ryan. Oh my, oh my. Swinging them elbows around like crazy.
Both teams playing hard, getting on balls, grabbing balls. So it's going to be a jump ball. Alternating possession goes to the Lady Commodores. It's a nice little dump off pass there. Claire Davis ends up getting that one. Lady Commodore's going to call a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we're going to stick right here.
30-second timeout.
It's definitely turned into the sloppy play here, back and forth, back and forth. Nobody really controlling the ball, just kind of throwing it, all over. It's not the game that the Lady Senators want to play, and I'm sure Coach Elliott doesn't want his girls playing in that type of game either. He's got a team that's not built for that either. It's just kind of the way tonight's game has fallen.
Oh, it's got a little bit sloppy.
Well, it started off sloppy and then it got a little sloppier.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
So. No shot there. Stice going to get called on the push.
Foul number 5, Sarah Stice. That's her first and the team's third.
That little number 2, Macy, she ain't scored, but she sure knows how to get to the basket.
Yeah.
She does a good job of handling it for him. She's quick, too.
We do a great job on.
There's the foul.
Looks like we've got a player down.
Is that Lexi?
I believe so. I think she slid into the
the bench there. So Lexi's going to pick up her first, team's fourth. Lady Senators standing at center court seeing how she's doing. So we're going to step aside, take a short commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hey, honey, is this your course schedule for the fall?
Yep.
Let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history, I love world history. Baseball? Wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Yes, of course it is. I was just testing you.
What can teenagers here in Indiana learn from participating in high school sports? Plenty, as it turns out. That's why they're called education-based athletics.
High school sports. There's so much more than just a game.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Keltner goes up the first time, unable to get it. Gets her own rebound, goes up a second time, unable to get that one, but does get fouled.
I kind of like that zone he was in a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
That Claire Davis has got 6 points this quarter. She didn't do nothing in the first half.
Cassidy Keltner's first points of the half, of the game, isn't it?
Yeah. She didn't do nothing in the first half. She got all her 6 points in the third quarter. And she's getting these little feeds. They're finding her down low.
Yeah.
And she can clear some space out.
Cassidy steps up for a second. Comes in 25 of 45. That one up short. We definitely have some help behind us.
Yeah, we do.
Now Bowsman gets beat over the top.
It's her first foul, man.
She's played the whole game, hadn't come out yet.
Plays pretty hard, too, just to have one foul. They're sitting there complaining the fouls are 5 to 4. It was just 4 to 4, so I don't know if the fouls are lopsided. I think we got something with
yeah.
We got away with one there. We did get away with that.
We've got to get back into our offense. We seem to just be standing around. Going to pick up her second foul underneath.
Somebody get open. See, that's what kills you right there.
Yep.
Taking the ball out of bounds when if it goes for a turn. And look at this. Oh, my.
Russell going to pick up the foul there.
I think a little frustration setting in with our girls.
Yeah.
Foul number 3, Ryan Russell, that's her third.
Russell picks up her third. Nice job there by the official. That ball was tipped out of bounds, hit the bleachers, and then went right back into his hand. May have been the best play of the night so far. For 3, no good. Bowsman up, trying to get it. Claire Davis saves it. Bowsman out on the break. Ahead. Lady Senators smartly pull that ball out.
Yeah, we need to take control of this game. We went on a dry spell and they went on a run. Down 4 points. There you go.
Going to be a reach in there on number 2.
You don't want to give this team any hope.
No.
We got bonus now. You know, other person I'd want to have than Ryan going to the line right now.
Icy Emmons, that's her second, team 7. On the line, 1 and bonus.
Ryan Russell, one of our better free throw shooters, steps to the line.
Walk out, Green. Get the rebound. Go, Green.
That one up and good. 33-28.
And that's her second point of the night. And they've all first she 1 for 2 on free throws, and that's her second free throw. She said, nice, she got 2 points.
That one up and good. Lady Senators just a touch of breathing room now.
Yeah, I like yes, going back into that zone.
Russell drives down the lane, but then reverses it back out.
One time.
Angles for 3.
Goodness. Stars are lined up in Campbellsburg.
It's going to be a good time in Fredericksburg tonight.
But the stars were all lined up just right a minute ago.
Nice job by Maddie Bausman to knock that one out of bounds. Lady Senators go back into a 2-3 zone, it looks like.
Good, Sarah. That's the way to come out of there with that.
Maddie Bausman out on the break. Turns, unable to finish. Going to go into the 4th period, 37-30. We're going to step aside, have a short commercial break from the IHSA. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hey, honey, is this your course schedule for the fall?
Yep.
Ah, let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history, oh, I love world history. Baseball? Wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Yes, of course it is. I was just testing you.
What can teenagers here in Indiana learn from participating in high school sports? Plenty, as it turns out. That's why they're called education-based athletics.
High school sports. There's so much more than just a game.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Maybe you can, I don't know.
We're back to live action here. We've got the half-court shot by Tristan Brown. He throws it, unable to get it there, so he's not going to get any money.
Thursday night, the girls are home, and that shot will be worth $250.
That's a tough shot for a 4th grader.
Yeah, that's a definitely a long shot for him.
I think one of his sisters should have went out there and shot.
Well,
one
of the Brown twins could have got it there.
They got some range.
Lady Senators inbound the ball. Start the 4th quarter, 4th period of play here.
Come on, Sarah.
Stice, no good.
Here we go, here we go.
Up for 2, Claire Davis. It'll be a jump ball. Lady Commodore's going to take the ball.
I'll live with that.
Yeah.
You know, give them that. Pack that middle around that girl. She's not hurting you right now. You're going to beat me from the outside. You're going to beat me from the outside.
Just got info that 6th grade boys basketball did win 42-22 at Medora. So
Yeah, congratulations to them.
I believe that is their first win of the season. They dropped one early to Springs Valley and then played Orleans this past Thursday and got beat by them. So I believe that's their first win of the season.
Good deal.
Sarah Stice hits the first one there. Second one up. It's short.
Oh, that's a turnover. Oh.
Cassidy Keltner going to pick up the charge there.
That was good.
Perry's fans are not very happy about that call.
They said the referee was ridiculous. Does that mean good?
And then she's going to pick up a second one right there. I'm pretty sure that one's going to be on Bree Nolan.
Well, she's got 4.
That's her 5th.
Her 5th?
I believe so.
Oh boy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So now their leading scorer is out of the game with 7 minutes to go in the fourth period. Cassidy Keltner going to go to the line for 2.
Shooting 2 will be number 10, Cassidy Keltner.
Coach Elliott talking to his leading scorer on the bench.
She's a good ball player.
She is. She's a really good ball player. That one up and good. Makes it 39-32. Second one up. It's long. That is the first charge that has been taken by the Lady Senators this year also.
That's good.
So, and not often does it come from your center.
Yeah, well, and then when she's got 4 fouls, that's a risky, some risky business right there, trying to take a charge with 4 fouls.
Gracie,
it's all judgment to them.
Yeah, Gracie able to steal that one. Stice works around the 3-point line, then drives.
Oh, that might be
going to be a block. Going to shoot 2.
Number 2, Macy Emmons, that's her 3rd.
Macy Emmons has her her 3rd foul.
Sarah
Stice goes back to the line. One up and good. Next one up and good. 41-32.
Yeah, just pack it in there. Just pack it in.
Maddie Bowsman late to close out.
Bowsman number 2, Maddie Bowsman, her 3rd. King 6 on the line, 2 shots, 21, Madeline Peter.
Peters misses the first one. That one way short.
These refs have plenty of help here in the stands tonight.
I think they just need people to get a whistle and go out there and see how good they can do. Yep. 4 for her. We still got a lot of basketball left here.
Yeah. So we got 4 on Russell, 4 on Keltner, 3 on Maddie Bousman. Lady Senator's going to be happy to sit in this 2-3 zone until they can knock down an outside shot to make them come out of it.
They give her a 3 on that?
No, 2.
2.
Russell for 3. No good. Way too long.
That's a good fake.
Oh, nobody underneath the rebound.
Said,
grabs that, puts that back up.
Look what I found.
That one way short. The Stars must have moved.
Yeah, they did.
Substitution number 22, Albert.
That girl's done good this half right there, that Claire Davis.
Yeah, Claire Davis has played really well.
10, 12 points in the second half. None in the first.
Lady Senators with a turnover. Tracy Abel's going to pick up a foul there.
No, she looked over here at Darren like, I didn't foul her, but yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
You put your arms down and everything. That's a foul on any planet.
Yep. One up and good. Claire Davis checks back in.
This will be a 3-point game right here. 4:22 left.
Oh, we have a new furthest listener. We've got somebody in Jamaica listening.
Nuh-uh.
No.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
Jamaica.
Jamaica. Sherry Root Fleener.
On vacation?
Must be.
Sure wish she would ask one of us to go.
I know. I'm pretty sure I can set up a remote and we can do a game from just about anywhere.
I love Jamaica. Nobody likes this cold Indiana weather.
Yeah.
Better get a time there. There we go.
We got a time. Oh. We got a foul called on 21.
Yeah, that was a great call.
It's Madeline Peters. It's going to be her 5th. So in comes 22 is Katie Hauser. Gracie steps up to the line. Great job by Coach Elliott here, talking up his players. He's doing a really good job of talking up his players. You know, once they come out of the game, he makes sure he's the one who's talking to them. You know, telling them they've done a good job.
I thought that was really cool.
So
you want a kid to play hard for you?
That's the way to do it.
Mm-hmm. She was upset. She was crying.
.38, a little under 4 minutes to go. That ball going to be thrown right out of bounds.
They're going to put a little press on it.
Yeah.
Travel. Speed you up, make mistakes.
Yep, that's exactly what they're looking to do.
Tell you what, we're flirting with disaster right now. 3-point game.
Sherry's in Jamaica, but her bosses took her there. So.
Where's she work at? You think they're
I
hiring?
don't know. I could look for. I could have a second job if we're going to Jamaica.
I could have a permanent job doing something else.
I could have a permanent job in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Anywhere in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
I mean.
Well, ask her what's the weather like here. Maybe she'll let us know what it is.
Warmer than here.
Oh yeah. You think it's in the 80s or 90s? What do you think it is?
I don't know. It's way warmer than the shooting percentages.
But not the turnover percentage.
Correct.
Okay, they're wanting that overruled. Do we get a chance to overrule that, Craig?
I don't know. It's one of those. We don't have instant replay, so there's not really an overrule option.
Be smart here and take care of it.
Yep. Keltner unable to hit the bunny. Goes back out to Gracie Abels. They pull it back out top. Ryan Russell going to handle the ball out there.
Good feed. Take it.
22. Katie Hauser going to pick up that foul.
Foul on 22, Katie Hauser as her first on the line. 2 shots will be number 2, Maddie Bell.
There we go, Maddie.
That one up and good. Brings the lead back to 4. That one up and good. Lead is now 5.
2 big free throws right there. Extend the lead to 5.
Perry going to take a full timeout here. We're going to step aside, have a short commercial break from the IHSAA. We'll be back in just a moment.
If an individual student athlete or team wins a high school state championship, it's an amazing thing. And it goes in! It's also just the icing on the cake. That's because young people in Indiana who participate in education-based athletics are already winners. Studies show that win or lose, participation helps to impart skills they can use to enjoy greater success in other areas of their lives. School sports teach the benefits of teamwork, the value of self-motivation, and the importance of accountability. They also help to foster stronger work habits and higher levels of self-esteem. In other words, the true value of school sports can't be measured in terms of wins or losses. If an individual or team goes to state, it's an incredible accomplishment. But regardless of the outcome, today's student athletes are already destined to go far. School sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back to action here. Lady Commodores ball here on the sideline, right in front of their bench. That one short. Bowsman with the rebound.
Yeah, we don't need to be in no hurry here. Take care of it. That's a good pass.
Bowden underneath for 2. One up and good for 3. Comes into the front court.
Oh, watch out, Ryan.
Go get it, go get it.
Oh.
Fouls on Lacey Emmons, that's her 4th. On the line for 2 shots will be number 3, Ryan Russell.
Russell to the line. Lady Senators do have a 5-point lead here. Misses the first. That one up and good.
Still, Sarah. Be smart with it, though. There you go.
Finds Maddie open in the front court for 2.
That's how we've been playing all night right there.
Katie Hauser, Olivia Hauser. No, I was right. Katie Hauser knocked that one in.
Yeah.
We've got a full timeout here. We're going to step aside, hear a commercial break from Lynx, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Lynx Clothing and Shoes carries a wide variety of items from name brand clothing and shoes to sports apparel and sporting goods. We offer custom screen printing and embroidery, free gift wrapping, alternations, and layaway. Our hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5:30, Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 5. We are conveniently located on the north side of the Salem Square. We are a family-owned and operated business. Stop by and see us today. 812-883-4154.
Back to live action here.
Oh, mother.
Keltner gets fouled going to the bucket.
It started off, I didn't know if that was actually going to be saved or not. Good thing Cass was fast.
Yeah. Knocks that one down.
For her second point of the night.
Yep. We're going to score 49-42. That one up and good. Bousman does a nice job of rebounding there and then picking up the foul. Commodore's trying to extend this game a little bit.
Her points don't really show, but that Macy played a good game.
Yeah.
Macy Emmons played a really good game. So
for the most part, she handled the ball pretty good. She ended up with 2 points, but she played hard. Got a lot of steals. Maddie missed that one. Or she make it? You know, Craig?
She made it.
She made it. Missed it.
Good news, Keith. It is 85 to 87 degrees in Jamaica.
Okay.
But they're in the same time zone as us.
They are, really?
Yeah, so it's 9:30 there, just like it is here.
Huh. I'll have to remember that. Do you have to have a passport to go to Jamaica?
I don't know if they're one of the countries that have a treaty or whatever it is with the United States that you can get in. I don't know. But she works at Kirshner Family Dentistry, so the Kirshners, Jenny and Jared, have apparently taken part of the staff down to Jamaica.
Is there anything you think I could do there?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think.
If we're going to Jamaica, I could do a lot of stuff. Oh, and she says yes, passport is required.
Passport is required.
So we could go in and live stream some dentistry stuff.
Yeah, no doubt. Maybe whenever he's doing cavities and stuff, we could kind of give everybody a play-by-play.
Yeah, or even, I mean,
oh my gosh, that was a little bit rough for a foul there.
Jared has done my root canal, so we could have done that.
Yeah. Speaking of dental work, Chase Farmer, I think, got part of his Saturday night in the game. I think he got his tooth chipped, I think is what Katie told me.
Was it him who had it, or was it his brother that had it done a couple of years ago?
Yeah, I think it's him. I think he's had a couple of his teeth knocked out. So, yeah, he's in a mess as far as that goes, but I think pretty much what Caden told me the other night was had chipped half of it or something.
Yeah. Apparently, we're cracking up the people watching in Jamaica. So
that's ball game.
That's the ball game. Lady Senators do pull out the win, 53-47. Not the outcome that the Lady Senators were really hoping for. You know, I'm sure they wanted to have a much bigger win than that, but you know, it's still a win, and we'll take a win any way we can get it.
I'll tell you what, the future of Perry's basketball probably be pretty good. This RT seems like a pretty good coach, man.
Yep. He actually has some family here at West Washington. He is the cousin to Lydia Manship, who is the special education teacher in the elementary school, so it is a cousin to her. We're going to step aside to have a short commercial break. We'll be back in just a few moments to give you some full game stats and hopefully talk with Coach Russell.
If an individual student athlete or team wins a high school state championship, it's an amazing thing.
And it goes in!
It's also just the icing on the cake. That's because young people in Indiana who participate in education-based athletics are already winners. Studies show that win or lose, participation helps to impart skills they can use to enjoy greater success in other areas of their lives. School sports teach the benefits of teamwork, the value of self-motivation, and the importance of accountability. They also help to foster stronger work habits and higher levels of self-esteem. In other words, the true value of school sports can't be measured in terms of wins or losses. If an individual or team goes to state, it's an incredible accomplishment. But regardless of the outcome, today's student athletes are already destined to go far. School sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We're back to live action here. We've got some people out on the court shooting some buckets. Mason Armstrong trying to hit a half-court shot here, and I don't think he's hit the rim yet. So they're out there definitely trying, but hadn't got it there. The Lady Senators do pull out this win, 53-47 over the Lady Commodores from Perry Central. Not a super clean game, but it is a win anyway. Keith, give us some stats here.
Well, coming down the end here, Maddie finished the game with 11 points. She had 4 going into. So yeah, well, she finished with 11 points. Ryan Russell finished with 4. Sarah with 13. Lexi with 6. Gracie with 7. I'll tell you what, I'll keep these stats right here. Darren, just sit down over here. I'm sure he want to talk to him real quick.
Jump with him on.
I'm going to give him the headset, and here he is.
Let him get settled in here for just a second. Coach Russell, I'm sure this is not the kind of game that you really wanted to play here tonight. The Lady Commodores come out and really kind of test you without your senior point guard in there. You know, your girls play well, but battle foul trouble pretty much all around, every one of them. You know, but you do come out with a win, so that's the positive.
Yeah, we'll take a win, but it was not pretty. It was not. We did not play well. Perry Central played extremely well, and you got to give them a lot of credit. But you know, it's frustrating. Cass gets in foul trouble again right off the bat, and then having to play without her, and then like we said, Hattie was out and trying to manage quarters with Lexi and Hayden then, and you know, it was a disaster. You know, I don't know how many free throws was shot tonight, but I mean, it was just hard to get into a rhythm. It seemed like every trip down the floor there was a foul on one side or the other, and you know, kids could not get into a rhythm, and you know that makes an ugly ball game. But you know, most of them were fouls, so you know we've got to play defense smarter and you know be more under control.
You know, an ugly win is still a win. You know, I know that's not the way you want to play. But it is a win, and you do get some of those girls a lot of valuable minutes. You know, Gracie Abels probably played more tonight overall minute-wise than she has all year.
Gracie Abels came out tonight.
So. and that's because she was one of the few that wasn't in foul trouble. Right. So, you know, she was able to stay on the court. Ryan Russell does a nice job of handling the ball for most of the game. Maddie Bausman cleaning up the rebounds and locking down their best player. You know, she made her living. Bree Nolan made her living from the free throw line.
Their whole team did. I think it's at half. They 14 of their 18 points or something. 16 points came from the free throw line. So, I mean, that tells you right there. But you're right. Gracie and Lexi stepped in, and I thought really pulled us through there, especially in the second and third quarters. You know, Lexi hit some big threes, and then the three Gracie hit here right in front of me, you know, to get us up to, I think it was a 7-point lead. I mean, that was huge. I mean, those two girls grew up a lot tonight, and then unfortunately Lexi goes down and, you know, hurts her elbow. You know, I don't know how serious that is, but you know, we're the walking wounded right now, and we can't afford that.
Right. You've got Eastern coming in Thursday night. You know, you've got both of the Griffiths girls, you know, are down injured at the moment. Hopefully you can get them back and able to play with them come Thursday night, because Eastern's coming to town looking to.
Oh yeah, Coach McBride was here tonight. He was at Salem. He was at Mitchell the other night, and you know, the thing he's going to do is he's going to go back and tell his team that, you know, we ought to come in here and just mop the floor with West Washington because they're not playing well, and you know, and that's what our kids are going to step up to the challenge. I mean, there's not going to be any easy games, as we talked. You know, when you've had the success to start out the year and last year that we've had, and you know, we got a big target on our back, and you know, you're going to get every team's best game, and you know, if we don't come ready to play, I mean, you see what happened tonight, you saw what happened last Thursday, and you know, it's a process of learning how to play when you are expected to win, and you know, that unfortunately, you know, I don't know what the magic words is to get them to do that right now, but we'll try and get something worked out for Thursday.
Well, Coach, we will definitely talk to you before the game Thursday. Once again, Eastern is coming to town, so that's the next game that you're gonna see here. So thank you for your time.
Thank you guys very much.
We're going to go ahead and sign off here. We've got you know, late on a school night, so we're going to get stuff packed up. We will be back Thursday for the game with Eastern. We are going to name our player of the game, and it is going to be Gracie Abels. She does a great job stepping in tonight for
the Lady Senators, who were a little shorthanded tonight, but we will name her our player of the game, and we will see you guys on Thursday when Eastern comes to T. Kermit Tower Gymnasium. Thank you.